hot pick as one of our star products. How many of you have a carbon monoxide detector in your home? Now, many states mandate it. Some states, if your home is older, it may be mandated, but you don't have one. We're going to not only detect carbon monoxide, which is so important because it's odorless and tasteless, but also natural gas. If you've got a malfunctioning something, dryer, furnace, buck stove, something, it can have some really horrible consequences for you and your family. Investing in one of these really makes good sense. You plug it right into an outlet, and Amy D'Angelo is here. She's one of our home experts. Nice to have you back, my friend. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
And it's always important to know we have a Black Friday sale price for you on this. We have dropped Black Friday sale prices. In most places, you have to wait till after Thanksgiving to get Black Friday sale prices, not on QVC. And we're very excited because you're going to put one of these, what, on each floor of the home?
One on each floor and one inside every bedroom if you close your bedroom doors. And that is so recommended because it's a tool. And if you can't hear this, then it doesn't really help you. So that's why we recommend one on each and every level. And if you can, put one inside each and every bedroom.
It also comes with a battery backup.
It does.
A 9-volt battery.
Yes, right in the back.
So if you are thinking, well, I need to go out and buy batteries. No, you don't. All you need to do is buy this. Get it home, pull the tab out, plug it in, and let it do its job. How does it work?
So all you're going to do is, again, you're going to pull it out of the package and you're going to plug it in. Now, once you plug it in, that power is going to come on right there and you can see. And I actually have a unit that has been modified so that I can show you what's going to happen. Now, again, this is carbon monoxide and natural gas. If you hear this, I beg you, please don't go look and see, does it say natural gas, does it say carbon monoxide? Just leave the house and let emergency services do that. And that is carbon monoxide. It's 4 beeps, a 5-second pause, 4 more beeps, a 5-second pause, and there's the readout because the gas is measured in parts per million. And that is going to continue to cycle. And again, emergency services know how to handle this. Now, I'm gonna let that turn off, there we go, and I'm gonna hit the other side. That is natural gas. You can see it says gas, beep, pause, and it's going to continue cycling. I think I see our friend Sandra here.
We do have Sandra here, and Sandra has a personal story about carbon monoxide that is serious and no joke.
We present so many great fun things on QVC. This is one that I'm so passionate about, and I'll tell you really quickly. My daughter's 22. She just turned 22. When she was 2 years old, we lived in a major city. I was a single mom. I rented an apartment, and she got really sick one day, and then I felt like I had a cold too. We spent all day just laying in my bed, feeling like, you know, kind of like coming down with something. We were sleeping a lot. My neighbor came home from work at about 5 in the afternoon, and his carbon monoxide detector was going off. There was so much carbon monoxide in our apartment, it triggered his alarm.
Next door.
Mm-hmm.
You are so lucky.
And all of a sudden, the fire men were banging on our door, and I opened it up. You got to get out. Open it. They opened up our windows, and we were fine. But like as a mom, I just thought, well, it was like February. It was Valentine's Day actually, and I just remember thinking like, oh, we just don't feel well. This is really serious because you don't taste it, you don't smell it. It happens mostly in winter when everything's closed in, and that's when you think you have a cold.
And
so
a lot of
please,
people are,
protect your family.
And a lot of people are thinking, well, I don't have anything in my house that causes carbon monoxide. You would be amazed. We've got a little graphic to show you.
We lived on top of a business in an apartment, and they had a furnace that caused it. Anyway, this is important.
Yeah.
Just thank you for bringing this to us.
So let's talk about common sources of carbon monoxide and natural gas leaks.
Correct. So you've got, of course, your portable heaters, your chimney, an automobile, a clothing dryer, your range, your vent, your fireplace, your generator. Please, if you have a generator, do not put it in the house or in your garage. Leave it outside. Your furnace, and again, your water heater. But these are things, David, that everyone has in their home. And all it takes is one of those items to malfunction one time to have a carbon monoxide leak.
And how many of these do you recommend that we have in our homes?
We recommend you put one on each and every level. And as I said, if you have a heavy sleeper in the home, please put one inside the bedroom so that you hear it go off.
Or bedroom doors that are closed. It's important to put this inside the bedroom because that's where the smoke detectors are. They're either right outside the door where you can hear them.
Correct.
Or they're inside the bedroom.
Yes.
And on newer homes, it's by code, right?
Correct.
But on older homes, it may not be.
You may not until you have to do a renovation or something. And again, not every state recommends this.
And you know what the installation is? Plug it in. That's all you do. Because there's a little tab that you pull out that exposes the battery, and then you've got battery backup, and the battery is included. There's a 9-volt included. Correct. It will detect carbon monoxide and natural gas. There's the tab.
There's the tab.
Pull that out, plug it into the wall, and you're done.
You're done. You don't have to think about it. Now, this has a 7-year shelf life, and it does have a special end-of-year chirp. It's like your smoke detector. It's
Yep.
going to chirp twice. 20 seconds later, it'll chirp twice. It's kind of that annoying chirping that you hear. But that'll tell you it's time to replace it. David, I hope everyone buys this today and never, ever, ever hears it goes off and comes back 7 years from now and buys another one. But again, all it takes...
So they last 7 years.
They last 7 years.
7 years.
All it takes is one of those items to malfunction. And carbon monoxide is the incomplete combustion of fossil fuels. That's your wood, your natural gas, your propane. And these things just malfunction because things break, things go wrong. And you just want to make sure that in a blink of an eye, you, your family, your fur babies, they're all protected.
I mean, how can you put a price tag on all that? You
No.
can't.
No.
And you have no idea because it doesn't announce itself when there's a problem, right?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't say, hey, I'm about to break down and I'm going to emit carbon monoxide, or I'm going to emit natural gas into your
Correct.
home and I'm going to cause a lot of damage, if not worse. And I think we know what worse is. So don't miss out on this. All you do is plug it in. Most people are buying more than one.
Good.
Most people are excited that it lasts a full 7 years before they have to
Yes.
replace it. And it's going to be important that you protect you, your loved ones, your children, your pets.
Yes.
Anyone and everyone that breathes.
Yes, and you know, David, I don't mean to alarm people when I talk about how important carbon monoxide is, because it's just not me, but it is so important and you need to be protected. You can't put a price tag on it, as you said. Alberti tells a story about how a bandmate of his went home one night and she, her mom, and her little sister never made it out of their home because they had a carbon monoxide leak. And if they had had a unit like this in their home, they would have all been okay.
Where would you suggest we put this in the home?
I would suggest one on each and every level of the home. And then if you have a heavy sleeper, my dad, he has hearing aids, the kids sleep with their doors closed, please put one inside each and every bedroom. That way you know you can hear this. And I'm actually going to set it off one more
Please,
time
of
for
course.
you. I'm so sorry, it's very loud. This unit's been modified. We're all safe here in the studio. But again, you've got both sides. This one I'm holding and using the battery, but when it is plugged in, that light is green and you can see that right there. That's how you know you have power. The battery is intended, unit is intended to be plugged in, but you have a battery backup for when that power goes out. Now I'm gonna push this one. There we go. That is a carbon monoxide leak. The gas is measured in parts per million, and that's what this is telling us. Please don't go and look for this to try to tell emergency services.
Just get out.
Just get out. Call 911 and they will look at this when it's done. And you'll hear the 4 beeps, a 5-second pause, 4 beeps, a 5-second pause. Now, if it's natural gas, do that. Oh, here we go. It's very loud.
Almost everyone is picking up more than one of these, and that is great news because that lets us know that they are putting it on multiple floors in their home,
Correct.
inside bedrooms,
Yes.
outside bedrooms, wherever this sound is going to wake someone up. Don't go looking for the source of the sound. Make sure
No.
everyone in the house is familiar with it. And if they hear it, get out of the house.
Yeah.
I mean, don't waste any time. Get out, because every moment that you save could be important.
Correct.
Could be extremely important. Please, how many of you have carbon monoxide right now in your home? You don't know. How many of you have detectors? Probably even less.
Would say
So
so.
this is why something like this becomes so very important. And buying multiples, this is going to pay for itself in no time.
Correct.
Because can you put a price tag on your well-being?
No.
On that of your children, of that of your pets? Anything and everything that breathes is benefited by this. And if you hear it, don't go looking for the source. Get out of the house. The call is coming from inside the house. Get out of the house. And I'm not being silly. I mean, get out of the house and get somewhere where the air is clear.
Correct. And call 911 from outside. Call from a neighbor's. Just grab your fur babies.
Call from your
grab
cell phone.
Everyone. Yes. But call outside the home. Please don't go looking for this. And again, I'm going to just sound this one more time, the natural gas. You can hear that go off. It's very loud, and it'll say natural gas on it. You are set if you have this in your home. Again, it's the incomplete combustion of fossil fuels that causes a carbon monoxide leak. So that could be your dryer, it could be a range, a vent, it could be any one of a number of
It could
things.
be a blocked flue in a fireplace.
Correct.
It could be your gas-powered dryer.
Yep.
Being a little too laden with lint
Yes.
deep inside the dryer where we can't reach it. That's why they encourage you to have all those devices cleaned out and checked regularly.
Regularly.
What if the power goes out and you have a battery-operated sump pump that is malfunctioning in your basement?
You're not going to know because it's colorless, odorless, and tasteless, and that's why they call carbon monoxide the silent
You might
killer.
know if you start to feel a little sick like Sandra did and her daughter did.
But she's lucky her neighbor knocked on her door because most people think because it feels like the flu.
It feels like a cold.
So you
a
think
bad
you're
cold.
getting a bad cold. And again, we all have portable heaters, we all have chimneys, we all have automobiles, clothing dryers, a range, a hood, a fireplace, a generator. If you have a generator, I beg you, please keep it away from your home.
When was the last time you had your furnace serviced? Your furnace is natural gas.
Correct.
And it was freezing cold in the 30s here in Pennsylvania a couple days ago.
And we turned them on.
I turned it on because it was, I could see my breath in my house. It was cold. And then tomorrow's supposed to be 80.
Yes.
And then by the weekend, it's supposed to be in the 50s again.
Correct.
So we're probably going to turn the heat back on.
Right.
Are you set and ready? It's important. And now 2,000 of these are gone. There are a lot of people that are making a really smart move tonight for themselves and their families.
Yes. And you know, David, this is the gift that says, I care about your well-being. I care about you. It's the gift of price of
This
love.
is important. Please be on the line for it. And picking up multiples is not just something we say, it's a good idea. Because having it on every floor and inside every bedroom.
Very important.
Amy, it's good to have you back.
Nice to see you
nice
too,
to
my
see
friend.
you, friend. All right, let's talk about my shoes.